Hello again, and welcome to today's 2 Minute Takeover. This is the last week I'll be posting these exercise options. Maybe I'll, come up with some more and show you some more later. But next week we are going to be going back to our regular 2 Minute Tuesday post. I'm going to have a poll with some questions. So make sure to have your questions ready to go. You can vote in the poll or leave in the comment any questions that you have about nutrition, fitness, mindset, anything wellness oriented, and we'll do our best to answer them in 2 minutes or around there. So let's, for today's exercise variations, I want to focus on the shoulders. This area is often a struggle for many people because of past or current injuries. And sometimes it's even just the way that their body works. It just doesn't feel that great. So it's important in all of these moves, all these videos I've been showing you, to listen to your doctor or physical therapist and know your limits. But hopefully with some of the options I've been showing you, you can find a way to strengthen, especially in today's video, your shoulders in a way that works best for you, okay? So I'm going to start with no weights and just go through some different, like the different areas of the shoulders that we work, okay? So we have our lateral raise where our arms are coming out to the side, okay? So we're working more the middle of the shoulder, okay? So lifting up and down. And then we have a front raise where we're coming up to the front, right? And then we have the rear. So in the rear delts, I like to add gravity for this. So you hinge forward at the hips, bring those hands behind your back, and you're lifting up and down. And honestly, if you did this long enough, your shoulders would feel it, even without weights, okay? These are smaller muscles, so we don't need to have extremely heavy weights. And in fact, I'm gonna pick up my 5-pound weights to show you these moves with the weights. But again, I definitely recommend using lighter weights unless you work out your shoulders on a regular basis and you know what weights you can handle, okay? So lateral raise, again, lifting those weights out to the side. Big exhale as you lift. Inhale, control down as you come down, okay? Again, we're working the middle of the shoulders here, all right? When it comes to the front, when those front raises, we're gonna be lifting up to about shoulder height, and then back down again. Exhale, lift up to shoulder height. Inhale, down. You can also rotate your palms in and come up and down. Some people find this option a little bit easier on their shoulders, and sometimes, depending on how you usually do them, they might be more challenging. So again, this shows just another option. Some people I've seen do like a rear grip front raise like this. So again, give this a try and see which one feels good to your body, okay? Now, when we have those arms extended, that's a really long lever, and it can be really hard work. So another option is to shorten that lever, okay? So option number 2, we're gonna shorten that lever. When it comes to a lateral raise, we're gonna bend those arms at 90-degree angles, okay? And then you're gonna have, starting with those elbows right by your sides, you're gonna lift those elbows up to about shoulder height, and then bring it back down, okay? Now, this doesn't necessarily make it easier. Depending on the weights you have, these can be quite challenging. But with my 5-pounders, this option does feel easier than if I have my arms extended out because it's a shorter, this is a shorter lever, okay? But if I used heavier weights, then it could definitely feel harder, okay? To work the front of the shoulders with my arms bent, I'm going to start with those kind of weights at racked position, kind of right next to those shoulders. And I'm gonna keep those elbows tucked in and I'm gonna lift. So this isn't really like a raise. It's more of a lift or a press, overhead press. And we're bringing those elbows together or close together and keeping them tucked in to isolate the front of the shoulder, okay? But also in this move, in this press, you're also working your tricep on that press, okay? So you're not isolating just the shoulder, your tricep is engaging as well, okay? And always exhaling on the lift, inhaling down, okay? Breathing always helps when you're lifting weights, okay? Now for this third option, it's compared to just lifting back here, right? With those weights. So you can lift with straight arms. But another option that I really like for the back, for rear delts, but it also works a little bit of your back, I like to step one leg back so it's just a staggered stance. And I'm going to show you, my elbow is slightly bent, palm facing the back of the room, and you're going to lift up. But you see my arm stays facing the back of the room. I'm not like twisting it or anything. I'm keeping my arm facing the back of the room, and it really helps to isolate that shoulder a little bit more. Okay, and then you do a few reps there. And then if you're gonna do the other one, you step the other leg back, lift. I got my little tread climber in the way there. Lift, good, lift. And then you could do both if you really feel good. Lift it up, squeeze that spine as you lift, okay? So this one is, it's not necessarily, even though you're bending your elbows a little bit, it's not necessarily like less or less challenging. It's just a different way to work the back of the shoulders. And you're also engaging the back. So there's lots of different ways to work your shoulders, and some isolate just the shoulders, and then some engage other muscles as well. But I hope that helped to inspire some ideas for you. Let me know in the comments which ones seem doable for you. And thanks again for watching. This has been so much fun.